Most horse owners know the basics of equine care: clean stalls, fresh water, regular exercise. But when it comes to feeding, even experienced handlers can make dangerous mistakes without realizing it. Some foods that seem harmless, even healthy, can be incredibly toxic for horses. Horses have a unique digestive system that's very different from ours. What's safe for humans, dogs, or even other farm animals can wreak havoc on a horse's gut. The scary part: some of these risky foods are commonly found in stables or offered as treats with the best intentions. In this video, we'll go through 6 foods you should never feed a horse, explaining what makes them dangerous and what signs to watch for if your horse ever eats one by mistake. Whether you're a seasoned rider, a new owner, or just passionate about equine health, knowing these risks could save your horse's life or someone else's. What's chocolate? A sweet treat with serious consequences. It might sound strange, but some horse owners and stable visitors have offered chocolate to horses as a treat, especially during holidays or special events. After all, dogs love it, right? Unfortunately, chocolate is one of the most dangerous things you can give to a horse. The real problem lies in a compound called theobromine, which is found in all types of chocolate, especially dark varieties. While humans metabolize theobromine quickly, horses do not. Even small amounts can build up in their system and cause symptoms like colic, tremors, seizures, internal bleeding, and even heart failure. In fact, theobromine is banned in horse racing precisely because it can affect performance and pose health risks. One real-life case involved a young gelding that got into a rider's gym bag and ate just a few chocolate bars. Within hours, he was sweating, restless, and unable to stand. He survived, but only after emergency veterinary treatment. So what should you do if a horse eats chocolate? Call a vet immediately. Don't wait for symptoms to appear. And remember, chocolate should be kept completely out of reach, just like you do with toddlers or pets. It may be a guilty pleasure for us, but for horses, chocolate is a serious threat. 2. Avocados, the hidden toxin in a trendy fruit. Avocados have become a health food trend among humans, praised for their healthy fats and creamy texture. But for horses, this trendy fruit is anything but healthy. It's downright toxic. The issue lies in a compound called persin, a fungicidal toxin naturally present in the avocado's leaves, pit, skin, and even its flesh in smaller amounts. While not all horses react the same way, ingestion of avocado can cause severe respiratory distress, colic, irregular heartbeat, and swelling of the head and neck. In some cases, especially when large quantities are consumed, the reaction can be fatal. One of the hidden dangers of avocado is that trees can grow in pastures or nearby fields without owners realizing the risk. Horses may nibble on fallen leaves or branches without hesitation. That's why it's critical to ensure that no avocado trees are accessible to grazing horses, and to educate farm workers or visitors who might offer an avocado-based snack thinking they're doing something nice. If you suspect a horse has ingested avocado, call your vet immediately. Early symptoms can include lethargy, labored breathing, and loss of appetite. Treatment depends on how much was consumed and how quickly it's caught. But time is critical. Delicious for us, dangerous for them. Avocados should always stay off the menu for horses. 3. Bread, a silent threat hiding in plain sight. Bread might seem harmless. After all, it's soft, easy to chew, and many horses appear to love the taste. Some owners even use it to hide medications. But despite its popularity as an occasional treat, bread can be surprisingly dangerous, especially in large quantities. The problem lies in how bread behaves inside a horse's digestive system. When consumed, especially in excess, it can swell and form a dense, doughy mass in the stomach or intestines. This can lead to a dangerous condition called impaction colic, where food cannot pass properly through the gut. In severe cases, this blockage requires surgery, or can even be fatal. There's also the issue of fermentation. Bread, particularly when moldy or stale, can ferment in the gut, causing a rapid buildup of gas. This may result in bloating, discomfort, or laminitis, a painful hoof condition triggered by systemic inflammation. A famous case in the UK involved a group of ponies that had been fed leftover sandwich bread by well-meaning tourists. Several animals developed colic, and one had to be euthanized. The intention was innocent, but the consequences were heartbreaking. If you do give your horse bread, it should be in tiny occasional pieces and only plain, never with butter, raisins, or sweeteners like xylitol. Still, it's best to avoid it altogether. 4. Tomatoes, colorful but dangerously deceiving. With their bright red color and juicy texture, Tomatoes might seem like a fun, fresh treat for horses, especially on hot days. But beneath their vibrant appearance lies a chemical threat. Tomatoes are part of the nightshade family, which includes toxic plants like belladonna and deadly nightshade. They contain a compound called solanine, which can have serious effects on a horse's nervous and digestive systems. Even small amounts of tomato, especially the leaves and stems, can cause confusion, slowed heart rate, colic, diarrhea, and muscle tremors. In larger doses, the symptoms become more severe and can include paralysis or collapse. Horses that ingest tomato plants from a garden or pasture edge are particularly at risk, as the green parts of the plant contain higher concentrations of solanine. One reason tomatoes are especially tricky is because they're often found in compost piles, garden leftovers, or accidentally tossed into feed bins. In some cases, horses have even broken into gardens and eaten unripe green tomatoes, which are more toxic than ripe ones. If you suspect your horse has eaten any part of a tomato plant, contact your veterinarian immediately. Symptoms can escalate quickly, and early intervention is key. To be safe, avoid feeding any part of a tomato, fruit, or plant to your horse. There are plenty of safer treat options out there. Pfeiffer, cabbage, and broccoli, the gassy greens that cause real trouble. Cabbage and broccoli are often praised in human diets for their nutritional value and digestive benefits. But for horses, these cruciferous vegetables can lead to serious issues, mainly due to the way they ferment inside the equine gut. Unlike us, horses have a highly sensitive digestive system that's not designed to handle large amounts of gas-producing foods. Both cabbage and broccoli contain compounds that cause excessive fermentation in the hindgut, producing gas that builds up quickly. The result? Severe bloating, abdominal discomfort, and in extreme cases, colic or even gastric rupture. Unlike other animals, horses can't vomit to relieve pressure, which makes bloating especially dangerous. There have been cases where well-meaning owners added chopped cabbage or raw broccoli stems to their horse's feed, thinking they were offering a healthy bonus.